Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Sugar the Model. Welcome back to Sugar Tea and Tales, episode 5. I got my cousin Keisha here.
Hello.
Okay, y'all. I want to talk about first the killing that happened in Birmingham, Alabama. The killing that happened on Lakeshore. Um, my personal opinion on that situation is number one, he was married. So that's the first thing. He had no business over there. But I don't condone in killing, you know what I mean? But a lot of people say, old boy was crashing out about some pussy or why you do that over a female, she gonna be with the next man or this, that, and the third as soon as he get locked up. But you can never say what you're gonna do because me myself, if I walk in my house and I see a whole woman in my house, my mind is gonna go blank. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I don't think I would kill the person. But then again, I don't know if I would have reached for a knife or what I would have did. But if you see somebody in your house, first of all, he's a man. He walking in his house. You see a whole grown, big, tall ass man standing there. And then what if he caught them fucking? Y'all don't know what the situation was. And then he's at work trying to provide a life. Obviously, he was a working man trying to provide for him or her. So, not saying she was a bum because I don't know her personally, but I just feel like him walking in that house and seeing another man with his girl, you don't know what their plans was, or you don't know if he was paying all the bills. You don't know if you know what the extent of their relationship was. But I just feel like at the end of the day, he would still be here, if he didn't go over to her house. But I don't feel like with that story, Keisha did. That's something that had just started. I feel like he been going over that man's house. But it's something in that house that you knew that Amanda, he seen a hat, a shoe, he seen a chain or something that
In
let
my,
him know a man lives here.
in my opinion, jumping the balcony to dodge the ring camera. I don't really know how true that is, but the statement was there's a ring camera, a ring doorbell camera. So he was going across the balcony.
Sneaking in.
Yeah. So he was very much aware that that was someone else's home that he was, whether he was the actual owner, in which in this case it was his apartment. But in my opinion, I feel that the female is wrong. The way that she did it, it was wrong, but nothing was forced. She didn't force Coach to come there.
Correct.
So, in my opinion, Coach was aware that his life was on the line each time that he went there. And where the defendant, um, who home he was at, he worked at a pipe plant or something to that nature.
He worked overnight.
Yeah. So he was. I don't think it was overnight. The pipe plant in Bessemer, U.S. Pipe. I think they said where he worked at.
I saw they said I don't know how true it is, but his schedule was he
3 to
worked
11.
yeah, or he worked overnight.
But I think do they rotate down there at that pipe plant?
Well, when I was at this what the wing place is in Belmont, Wing It, I
Uh
seen a man in there when I was picking up some food for my job one day. I asked him about working there. And he was like, you have to start out on nights
huh.
and work your way to a day shift.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's at work during the night, that was his time to get over there. Because if he's a coach at a school, he's working during the day.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I'm sure they was well aware and it happened at 9. They was actually cutting it too close to if he worked 3 to 11, they was cutting it too close. And if he decided he was gonna leave work early, or I mean, who knows? Someone may have, we'll never know exactly what happened. Someone may
Correct.
have told him, or maybe he called her phone and she didn't answer the phone. There was some indication.
For him to know, let me go home. I mean, right?
Sometimes it's intuition. Like, as
Yeah.
women, we feel things. I've been sleep and wake up out of my sleep and be like, yeah, okay, this
Something
what
ain't
we
right.
yeah, and call and no answer. And all you gotta do is call multiple times. And once you don't get no answer,
Something ain't right.
and then they pop up looking crazy. Yeah. So I think I think it wouldn't be as bad if he hadn't had that conversion on that
Yeah.
switch.
I don't condone killing, but if you got a wife and you married and she as young as she is, I honestly don't feel like he didn't want none else from her but some pussy. He got a whole family. He got a whole wife.
That's a situation that I think it was mutual. I think they both was just having fun. It
Into
was,
each other.
yeah, it was. I don't think nobody was trying to leave or go be with anybody. I think it just was a sexual relationship, and it was just transactional. And they both was willing to risk whatever. Nothing was involved because he didn't even want to pay for a hotel room. She didn't even want to pay for a hotel room.
Yeah, that mean y'all just want to be around each other so bad. We finna risk being at my house.
Baby, they could have fucked in the car.
You right. They could have, but I don't feel like nobody should be in nobody's house. That's the ultimate disrespect. You know, it's bad enough that you in the man's house. It's bad enough that y'all cheating. I mean, I just feel like go get a hotel. You could have gotten a car. You could have drove around the corner to abandoned house somewhere. But I do feel like that ain't something they just started. That's something that's been going on because he was a little too comfortable to be in somebody's house. And like you said, intuition is a motherfucker. Because one thing about me, when something ain't right, it come to me in my dreams. I have visions. I could be sitting there watching TV.
Right.
Like one time, and I had a vision. A motherfucker was sitting on my bed with a white t-shirt, jeans on, and he was going through my phone. Like it just came to me in my head. And I swear to God, that shit happened like 3 weeks later. Like God is for real. Like shit
Right.
comes to me. Like
Right.
or either I get like a feeling on me like something ain't right or a worry feeling.
Intuition like that. Hey,
Yes.
that's discernment. I agree with that. Those of you who are watching live or listen to us live on Press 213 Radio, if you go on one of the streaming platforms, our YouTube platform, Sugar the Model, Facebook page, or Press 213 Radio page, in the comments there's a link to download Stream Your Guest, and you copy and paste that link, and you can join us live today. It's gonna patch you right in the studio, and we can bring you right on the live today. So if you want to speak on any of these topics or anything like that, you download Stream Your Guest on Apple or Android, and copy and paste that link. Someone said, I felt that in my soul, that to intuition strong when it's on point. Exactly. I agree. That was one of the comments.
And then when you been in a relationship with a person for a while, or you even dealing with them, even if it's just sexual, even if it's just a friendship, I can get around the motherfucker Keisha and know you just get a feeling like something ain't right.
Right, you doing so. We got some gentlemen in the studio. What do you guys think? We have 205 Messiah in the building today, and we have Da Vinci in the building today. We were Sugar was currently talking about the topic, the hot topic of the coaching situation. And we were speaking on, of course, no one can judge anyone because this is God's job, and no one can determine what anybody will do. But from a male perspective, moving forward on this female, how difficult do you think it'll be for her to obtain another partner? A male. What do you think, Da Vinci? So you don't she,
Nobody gonna trust her now.
but in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I feel her stock just went up because you have YNs out here that is gonna say that pussy was real good for to make them jump that balcony.
And somebody said Carla Russell probably happy that the teacher could come off her now because she ran away thinking people. She had motherfuckers scared to go get gas at night. I'm thinking motherfuckers out here snatching up. It's 7 o'clock, first dog. I ain't going to no gas station. I'm waiting till the morning. I ain't trying to get snapped. Fuck that.
Okay. Well, we just wanted a quick male opinion. I was wondering like how obtainable it would be for her to get another partner.
No. That's automatic setup to me.
We have Mo Doom. He tapped in. He said some niggas with the shit, they gonna go for her regardless. Exactly, and we do agree. That's one of the things that I was just saying. I think that her stock went up. So how do you feel about that, Sugar? What do you think her relationship future looks like?
Nobody gonna trust you, baby. They gonna feel like she is a setup. You just can't be trusted. I just feel like number one, if you know your boyfriend, whoever you're dealing with, even got a key to your house, you playing with fire, even inviting another man over, because you don't know when he can walk up in this bitch. Number two, I know his wife, my
Devastating.
condolences to her, but I know she probably feel like if you would just had your ass at home, you would still be here. But I don't know the whole situation. Maybe they were separated. I don't know. But it do say loving husband.
Okay, from a wife perspective, from a perspective of a woman, if you were in a similar situation, how would you handle that situation?
If I was the married woman, or
if you was the married woman?
Now I ain't gonna lie, I be hurt that my husband has left us. I'm going through it. I'm hurt. I'm sad. But at the same time, I'm in my head like, you motherfucker, you out here fucking another bitch, and you could have been at home with me. Your ass would still be here. Now I gotta make funeral arrangements for your cheating ass. So I don't know if I'm mad or sad. I'm kind of both.
Well, you know what? I got respect for you because I'd have left his ass laying in that motherfucking morgue like he got left laying in old dude apartment. Because if you was over there slanging dick, I hope your people willing to slang some coins to bury you. Cause only thing I'm about is the old bitch you weary. Old bitch, I hope your folks worry about who finna bury you. Cause I ain't got nothing but the obituaries.
And I don't like how.
And I'll put that in on the obituary. If I got about obituaries, that picture that she posted that said my friend with the broken heart.
I was just about to say
that'll be the cover. That'll be the cover of the obituary.
And that was even more disrespectful to his wife because it's already bad enough he got killed and he was cheating. And you posted him on social media. That's so disrespectful.
But I don't think that's disrespect.
How?
Because now her morally, she don't have any. However, she couldn't do that if he haven't given her access to do that. He
made her comfortable.
That wasn't a picture of him looking like he was held hostage up there.
You're right. I ain't think about it that way.
So
because you know when she took this picture, it could have went elsewhere. Exactly. So you was comfortable enough to smile your ass in the camera.
Right.
So what if she got mad at you and posted it? You wouldn't think about none of it. You just so happy to be in this bitch house. Fucking off. Not thinking about the repercussions. But a lot of men do that. Y'all don't think about what's gonna happen later on. Y'all think about at the time. But you so busy trying to get a nut. I just feel like he should never took his married ass over there. You should have been at home with your wife and your own family. And even if your wife was doing something lacking or slacking in a way to make you want to cheat, that's what you sit down and talk, communicate for. But some men can be getting everything out the woman and the woman doing everything. They still cheat. Some men just, a little greedy. But it's tough on both ends, on both sides of the story. I hate it for old dude because honestly, I haven't seen nothing bad or negative about the guy that did the shooting, But, you can never say what you'll do because if I call somebody in my house, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
I really can't say. You don't know what you're going to do. But
so one of the comments from Mo Doom that first of all, cheating is disrespectful regardless, but to do it in the same home where her family lives. And I understand it. But a lot of people feel as though like I have male friends and I have female friends that are in relationships and they invite people to their homes where they currently reside. And I understand both perspectives. The perspective of, hey, I pay half the bills in here. I have a right to do whatever I want to do because this is my home. I pay to live here. I understand. However, there's a moral and a principle, some integrity, and some more things that need to be implemented in your thinking process when you're about to do it. And I still say it all boils down to the individual who crossed the threshold. You can't be put in a situation unless you allow yourself to be put in a
That's
situation.
correct.
So even if you didn't know it was a male's house or someone lived there, you still made a choice to go there. He
Yeah.
made a conscious choice to go see her, and he know he was a married man.
Yeah,
He
because before he got caught or went over there, or before the other guy went to jail, you still knew this young lady house.
they
And
had
you older, she's younger. You know, you gonna use your common sense. I don't know what this little young ass girl got going on. I ain't going over there. We can
right,
go to a hotel, baby. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna go over there and jump up and down her ass, and ain't no
And
telling
I ain't
who.
jumping over no balcony for no dick.
Right. He
Fuck that shit, bitch. You better get a room.
he went and jumped up and down her ass, and oh boy, jumped some fire. Did I?
I don't even like having company at home. I don't trust people even come to my house.
I think it's a personal thing. I mean, because if you don't know where it's going, it's not something that's concrete. I don't feel like you should give access to your primary residence
To everybody.
to everybody. And sometimes people just follow your ass and be there.
Now I have known some men, they know it's wrong, you know, to be laid up in another man's house. You know it's wrong to be cheating. You know it's wrong to be doing a lot of stuff. But they be so wrapped up in, I'm finna go fuck her. You ain't thinking about what if this shit go left.
I'm gonna be in and out.
Correct.
I'm gonna
Next
be
thing
in
you
and
know,
out.
you done fell asleep after you came up out of there.
Mm.
You in the kitchen, you hurt your fruit snacks.
Right. Right. He didn't caught your ass in that damn.
But my condolences to both sides of the family. It's unfortunate
Yeah.
that it happened, but
Yeah.
I still feel like if he went over there, he would have still been alive.
Eh,
It's sad his wife got to plan a funeral, and it's sad the other side of the family, well, the other
Mom.
guy,
Yeah.
you know,
Being a female, my condolences goes out to both of the mothers, to the mother who has to bury her child, and to the mother who has to see, talk to, and continue the rest of the relationship, probably for the rest of her life with her son behind bars. It's definitely an unfortunate situation, and no one can blame the female in the situation. There's no blame because all actions were free will actions.
because he still chose to go.
He chose to go. And of course, people snap. He chose to put that conversion thing on his gun. He chose that. He chose to put that on there. I had made a post on Facebook, and a lot of people, they won't talk. They won't talk about it, on Facebook, but they'll get in your inbox and talk about it. I
Yeah.
said that no one really is aware but him, the female, and the person who died, what took place. A lot of men can't even handle finding out you texting somebody else.
Man.
They turn to a whole different you think women go crazy? Men act a fool if they find out you texting
They can
somebody else.
dish it, but they can't take it.
Right. So can you imagine this man coming into his house and you gotta watch this man come up out of your girl with a tool bigger than that tool you got?
I'm not finna do nothing like that. But if I seen my man walk in, this other man in here, girl, I probably would have pissed on myself like, oh shit.
But you know what? I've been that person before. I've walked in on somebody that I was in a 5-year relationship with
Real?
with 2 women.
So that bitch was getting down.
Right.
What you did?
However, it wasn't my house. It was his house.
Okay.
It was his house. He had given me a key to his house. So he was aware I had
See,
the
that's
key.
the point I just made.
But I didn't ever go over there. I never went to the house. If I went to the house, I would say, hey, I'm coming. Or he would say, hey, well, no, I never said, hey, I'm coming. He would always say, hey, go
thought
get
he
so
knew
and
you.
so. Go get, you know what? I got off work early.
Same shit.
I was working at a distribution center. The day ended around 2, and I normally would get off like 5, 6. The day ended around 2. So I got off. I was going in at 2, mind you, at that time, like 2 a.m. So we got off early. It was a regular 12-hour day instead of 16, 17. I got off early. And we had already talked. We talked on the phone about me picking. He had this thing where at the beginning of the month he would pay all of the bills. Like he had this set amount of money that he was giving me. So we had spoken, and he was like, come get the money.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got to his house, I used the key. He had friends over. They were playing the game. I walked past the two friends in the living room playing the game. I walked past the way the house was. It was the living room, and then it was the living room, dining room, kitchen was like on one side. They didn't have the house didn't really have like a hallway per se.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? How that they just had the doors to the bedrooms and stuff on the other side.
Everything on one side.
Everything like you go in through the living room, and then like the living room, you can take this door. That's a bedroom.
Next door is the bathroom.
No, then the dining room, you go. That's a bedroom. That's a bathroom. I mean, that's a bedroom. Then the kitchen is a bedroom. Then it's a bathroom right there. But the bathroom is connected to like the master part, but it was connected to the other room. It was a house that had one bedroom. So it was an older house, a one bathroom. It was an older house. So I'm walking in the house. I'm walking through, which would have been anybody else's dining room. But okay, this is a man's house. There's some more furniture. Man cave. Yeah. So I got another homeboy in there. His mouth, when he see me, his mouth wide open, like he can't even stop me. Cause he like, oh shit. So when I walked in, and the shit that I saw, to this day, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that other girl that was under them, what the fuck she was doing. When I walked in and saw it like I couldn't move. And I was standing there and I was like, what the fuck my mind wasn't even on really what happened. My mind was on like, what the fuck she doing? So when I'm standing in the door, I ain't saying that. His friend walked up behind me and put his arm on my shoulder.
Like, please don't do it.
And he had his hand on my shoulder. I guess it was, if you go crazy, I ain't finna let you do that. He don't know what he finna do. Yeah. So he the one called his name. So when he turned around, one of the chicks knew me. She knew of me. So when I turned around and he looked, he just kind of like slid off and was putting his clothes on. And one of them was sitting on the bed, and the other one that knew me, she was standing, she had like this smirk on her face. So I just turned around and
she thought this shit was funny.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, bitch, now you see. So I just turned around and I left.
See, that's how motherfuckers get their ass. I don't condone with violence,
but you know
that shit just
what that
off.
But you know what that was for me? I'm not on his level. Cause I'm not gonna do any of that shit.
Yeah.
You know, most people, I would have killed. My friend was, girl, we finna go back up there. We finna beat them bitches. We not finna do that. He is not. I can't. I'm not on his level. I can't do. I'm not finna do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is different for everybody. So I've been that person. So I could say I couldn't. We didn't argue after the situation. There was no. We had a conversation, and to this day, he said, "You never let me explain." And I explained to him that you're an adult man. We were in a relationship. You're not my husband. You did not owe me an explanation for what you was doing in your own house on your own free time. The relationship was over. It was over.
I can't say I'll be that calm.
Girl,
I be when I get mad, I be enraged.
I think the part that hurt the most that I had to start paying my own bills.
Man, motherfucker, I gotta let you go for this shit. And I was doing getting this motherfucking money.
I ain't pay shit.
That's the big part.
Nothing. Listen to me, I didn't pay.
But that go to show you don't let nobody do you any kind of way for $1.
Right. I didn't pay shit. I was so in shock of what was going on. I ain't know what to this day. I don't know what the fuck that girl under the bottom was doing. Now it had came to me like maybe she was licking the balls or something. I don't know. It was the girl was on her back while the other girl was on her back, but her head was under there. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. I don't know if she was eating the girl and spent around while he was eating. It was that, but that let me know right there. And this was what too early 2000, like 2001, 2002, 3. You know, I can't be with you.
You
I'm
was
not
his
finna
good
do that.
girl, and they was his little hoes.
We didn't talk about it though. It wasn't nothing to talk about. I did stop taking the money. Stop taking that money.
Yeah.
The money of the paying of the bills and stuff like that. But to this day, he always said that I taught him a lesson. Don't risk shit that you ain't willing to lose. Cause no matter how good you are, some people are not willing to sacrifice to hold on to what's good.
That's why I believe in you don't know what you got till it's gone. That's why you do right by people when you have good people in your life. Because I can say for myself, you could say the next woman may be treat you better or whatever, but it's only gonna be one muffin, one sugar, one Angelica.
Right.
You know, it's only gonna be one of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like if you don't do right by somebody like me, you just crazy.
Right.
I'm very loving, nurturing, sweet. I got your back.
Mm-hmm.
Stepmama treat the kids good. I cook, all that. But at the same time, I'm at the point in my life. You fuck up, I ain't fucking with you no more. Get the fuck on. I don't feel like giving out all them damn chains. You wouldn't think about me when you was doing what you were doing. But
I can't say if I'm more of a understanding person. I understand. We're not married. I'm not married. So some people will hold people to standards of a married person. However, we're not married.
I get that.
We're not
That makes
married.
sense.
So you shouldn't be trying. You're not going to hold me to a certain standard. And I'm not going to hold you to it. It's a mutual situation. I'm not going to do. If I choose to only talk to you, you lucky. Now,
Man, that's a blessing.
I choose to only talk to you. That's cool. But if you choose to do extra, however, there's free will and it's options. You have the option to make me aware of what you're doing. So if you within your options, you decide that you opt not to tell me. Soon as I find out, I'm gonna opt to cancel your ass. And I ain't gonna cancel you like a subscription that you done already paid for. I'm gonna be like Alabama Pow. When you don't pay your motherfucking bill and the disconnect, it ain't shit to cut that bitch off. You is off. OFF over with history. And I cannot talk to your ass. I got this thing about me. I cannot talk to your ass when I say that's it.
And don't give a fuck.
And I could just not talk to you and just not say shit. Sometimes I had to ask myself, like, how the fuck?
I don't give a fuck this much.
When I sometimes I be want to ask myself, like, hey, is something wrong?
I love that about me. I walk past your ass like I don't even know you.
Right. But I think I always tell my son this. If you do, when you're in a relationship, I tell him this. I say, if you're talking to someone and y'all are friends, that's different. However, if you're in a relationship with a female, treat that female the way you would want somebody to treat your mother.
Amen.
That way, when they do some fucked up shit to you and you know you hadn't did nothing wrong, it's so easy to walk away. People say, I'm just hanging in there. No, your ass hanging in there because you know you've been doing dumb shit too. So you tell me right now, you done been in a relationship, and even if it ain't sleeping with somebody, conversation is
all they consider cheating.
Yeah, it's yeah. So if you emotionally cheat, emotional cheating is worse than fucking.
You know what? I don't know if you watched it, Love and Hip Hop, but they asked Mendeece's about Yandy, and she admitted she had an emotional connection with some man. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that's worse than actual cheating.
It is.
Because why?
You don't.
No, I want to know your opinion before I go.
My opinion is because to have an emotional relationship, you have more vested.
That makes sense.
You have your heart and your soul invested.
Because if I'm just
in your mind
messing around with them, You can just get that and go.
Right. Your mind, your heart, and your soul.
You got real feelings for that person.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Mendees, you still with Ching though. But I agree with what you're saying.
So what's your opinion?
At first, I ain't gonna lie, I was stuck trying to think. But at first I was like, but she ain't fuck him though. But when I sit back and thought on it, like, y'all mentally,
It's harder to let
there's
go.
some emotional,
It's
like you
harder.
attached to that person.
Exactly.
That's like a full blown relationship.
Yeah, you can't. It's personal.
Yeah.
It's personal. That's personal. I know people that you get, and I done been in a sexual relationship with somebody, and I know you like, what the fuck is a sexual relationship? I was in a relationship for a year, and then it had it. And I ain't gonna say that because then they might tell who the person was. But I was in a sexual relationship with somebody, and I don't think that they was aware that it was a transaction relationship. They was calling me, and I would never call them. I would never calling them, and they didn't really realize that I had their ass set up on a specific day.
Oh, I get you. When it was convenient for you.
Exactly, it was a specific day, and they was doing all the calling. I wasn't doing none of the calling, none. And I would entertain while they call. I did everything that I did to keep making the transaction
I get
flow
it.
smooth. I didn't care. And then one day I was like, it ain't that no more. Like, you know how like at first it just be so great, but then as time go on,
like,
they ain't putting in their best effort like they used to, you know, and they think they got it locked in, and you ain't even realize I ain't even call you when you stupid. Yeah, it's dead.
Fuck on.
And then right. And when they call and I didn't answer, and they wasn't used to that, or they text and I didn't respond back ever, they was devastated. Because how could you go from being so into it
when you over it, you over it.
But I was never into it.
Because when it was beneficial.
I was committed to the transaction.
She said transaction.
It was a transaction. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna let you call me, gee gaga, all that, and then we gonna kick rocks.
What you doing now? You single?
Very. I've been single I've never been married, so I've been single. I'm
never
single.
been married. I've been engaged.
So I'm single. Yeah, I've been single all of my life. Cause my marriage status is single. And but I'm not in the type of relationship.
You feel like you're ready for marriage? Or open to it?
I haven't.
Because you be going off. You be looking. You seem like you. I ain't got time for your ass today.
In order for me to even consider or to consider marrying anybody, it has to be a person that is okay with silence.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense. At times, I don't want to talk, but nothing is wrong.
Exactly. And I don't want nobody asking me, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why you ain't? Oh, you came in the house and you ain't talked to me,
and you ain't say nothing.
Or we didn't been in here 2-3 days and you ain't said nothing, or what's wrong with you, or you don't want to talk about it. What is it to talk about? At first, especially if you done fucked up, what we gonna talk about it for? You want to keep reconvincing me that I know you done fucked up? No, we not finna do none of that.
It sound like I hear myself talk.
Right. So my son has told me and my son we do a lot of talking, and he talked about dating females and him being quiet, and they like saying like what's wrong with him, something is wrong with him. We can be in the house for days and not say anything to each other,
but ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. That's your place of peace. I feel your home is your place of peace. And if there is chaos in your place of peace, you need to remove chaos from your place of peace. I'm not going to do any arguing. That arguing for me is That's a hard no. I'm zero confrontation. If you did something fucked up to me, I'm gonna say, hey, you did it. I don't give a fuck why you did it. I don't. It doesn't matter why you did it because it makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to me. That's what understanding in a relationship come from. You understand when you date somebody that everything comes with that person, you have to accept it. So as long as you understand that, and when you don't want to accept it, then that's when you have to change the situation. So if you got 12 children, I want to deal with you. I gotta accept all 12 children. I can't accept
Yeah.
8 children and the other 4 I can't stand the motherfucker. You have to accept the whole situation. But I would not accept a confrontational person. How you feel about confrontation? Do you like arguing?
I would sit there and ignore your ass and act like I don't even hear shit and watch my movie while you talking. Act like I don't hear you. But now I do believe in communication, but man, I gotta work on I'm very nonchalant. And I
Amen.
don't give a fuck.
You know, a lot of people say you would say nonchalant, but I know exactly. I know what you thought. It's not really even nonchalant.
I don't
It
give a fuck. I just don't care about a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
like it's not important.
Correct. So
It's
no.
it's not that important.
I don't want to talk about that. Now I do believe in communication because we supposed to talk about things, but don't come at me every 2 days.
I think that's overrated. You don't think that conversation overrated? That conversation communication is overrated.
Talking about saying communication is key.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like don't hide nothing from me if it's that important. Let's talk about it. But you ain't gotta nag about every little thing like a little bitch. Get out of my face.
Right.
That's just how I am, y'all. But I don't know. Y'all may be different. But I don't like no nagging ass man. Like, what wrong with you today? Damn, go on with your mama house or something. Go on with your homeboys. Come on, fuck on.
I told somebody that I said I don't think that it's important for us to be going back and forth. I don't think that that's important. So the conversation was you're not available. Excuse me, you're not available. You don't put forth an effort to call me. It's only 24 hours in a day. I am a mother. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a
Businesswoman.
cousin. I am a business owner. I love God. So I have to put God first. I have to check
Mhm.
on my children. I don't care how old they are. They're mine. I have a
Right.
mother who's still living. So if I'm mad at her, not mad at her, whatever, I have to make sure she's okay. I am a sister. And you have to be the support system for those that are important to you in your life. So my free seconds, I'm gonna make sure the people that are most important, which is God, my
Family.
children, my mother, my sisters, my cousin, my support system. I ain't gonna say family because all family ain't important and they don't really support you. So those people that support me, I'm gonna make sure they okay. If it's a
Correct.
text or not a text or whatever, I'm gonna respond back. I don't care how late it is, I'll respond back. But for you to tell me that I woke up at 5, went to work, drove an hour, stayed at work about 5 or 6, drove an hour home. Now I'm a mother. So now that I'm a mother, if I have my kid, I got to make sure my kid has eaten. My kid has some pets that he don't watch. They live with us. I'm not finna live in a certain type of house. I got to check on the pets.
Right.
Now it's 10 p.m. If you think I'm finna say fuck sleep and call you, you got another thing coming.
I'm like that too though. When it comes to my sleep, I don't give a fuck what going on. I deal with it tomorrow. That's just how I am. When I'm tired, I'm going my ass to bed. Mentally, you be tired.
If you don't take care of you, you can't take care of no one else.
Correct. Also, y'all want to talk about aborting kids. Do you feel like some women, even if the man tell them they don't want the baby, you should still keep it? Or do you feel like if she don't want it, should the man just step up and go and get the child from her? If he felt like she wasn't able to take care of it.
Yeah, I know some people gonna be mad at what I say on this. and I mean it with all of my heart. If you're a female, if you're a female and you're having unprotected sex with a man, of course, everybody has the choice to wrap up or not wrap up. If someone says, I don't want this kid with you,
Right.
you have to acknowledge that. You
Take that in
can't,
big consideration.
yes, you can't force anyone. You can force them, but the outcome that comes with it, you got to be willing to deal with it. If someone says, I don't want to kid with you and I'm going to pay for it, I mean, what else do you need? That's what that's what understanding come in at.
Yeah.
If you can't force, a lot of people have kids for beneficiary reasons. Kids are more like that guy who paid the $1 million up front for the child support.
Now she want more money. She said if he feel like that was unfair.
What was unfair? When he told you he didn't want it.
She said it's unfair because he paid all of it at one time. So what if that runs out and I need something else?
But it ain't. But the money for the baby, not for her.
Correct. Because she plastic from out of her toe.
And she talking about a half foot gone now. The baby is on, baby. What you bought?
She want $500,000. Somebody an apology.
An apology for what? Did you apologize for keeping
him?
It?
I don't know if it's
did she
custody. Somebody custody and $500,000.
Did she apologize for keeping it?
No.
Okay then.
But he ain't. If the judge saying this is your amount and he feel like let me just pay this bitch off and I'm done.
Exactly. That's the part that I don't get. Bitch, how you mad because he paid you?
Because she might want more when the baby by 5.
That's your fucking baby. The man said, here you go. If they raise it up, he could get cut tomorrow. And you might not get $1 million. You just trying to be worried about you. That ain't what it's for. The child
baby by
the basketball player. Bitch, he gave
another
you
child too.
I don't.
But Jada baby dad is a little baby.
First of all, he dumb. Who? Girl, no.
Oh, that ain't hers. Or is that her?
I don't know. The bitch should have had her legs closed. Her mom. If I was her mama, I'd tell her, bitch, you don't get your ass somewhere and sit the fuck down at this point with your stupid ass.
It was me in the situation, and let's just say the judge told the man. Well, he told the daddy told the man his child support is gonna be $500,000. Equal up to that out of 18 years. He said, well, let me just go and pay Muffin off now and then. I'm done with it. I mean, well, he paid it. I need to just shut the hell up. He gave you all the money. So I need to spend it wisely instead of getting mad because I may want more later. That's why you gotta work or find something.
Hey, you got a point there. You know what, girl, you said something. I hear women all the time saying, he gave me this little ass money. He gave me this little ass money. How I'm supposed to get the clothes out of there? If you hadn't bought that $400 wig and them $200 nails,
I saw that too.
You could have fucking put something in on it. I mean, why is it demand so? I'm the mother. I have to cook, clean, and do all this for you, and do all this for the child, and okay, but it's your fucking child.
Women always got an excuse, and y'all may not like what I'm saying it, but a lot of women feel like, but you a man, and I'm a woman, so you gotta. But I feel like men get tired too. Men got feelings too, and I do feel like sometimes women don't take a man feelings in consideration more because you got that stereotype of he a man. He got to figure it out. He got to be a man. What he sad for? What he crying today for? What you mad today? You a man. You a man. You a man. But I mean, what about the man? He got feelings too. I mean, he get hurt too. He cry some days too. Some days he don't want to talk like us. Some days the world heavy on him too. The man have it very hard out here, and a lot of women don't want to admit that. But
now that's something I totally agree on. A man should be okay. Men deserve privacy in a relationship, just like a woman deserves privacy in a relationship. I do agree. I understand men. I could say that sometime working in predominantly male environments, I've done that all my life. I have seen so many stressful men. I have seen so many men, they wear stress on their face They wear it horribly. I've been places and seen friends. The man, they just regular buying shit. This man look like he could just go down any day. They just regular buying shit, swapping clothes, swapping cars, doing this, doing that. And they never understand the amount of stress it is on the man to maintain this level of lifestyle that he can't afford. And you as a woman, oh, he the man, that ain't what I supposed to do with my check. What the fuck you mean ain't what you supposed to do with your check? Oh, I'm gonna just buy the groceries and the household products. And so he gonna pay your car note, his car note, all the bills.
I had a girl tell my oldest brother one time. My brother got a very good job, but I ain't gonna say where he work at. But she was like, I'm just gonna put the food stamps in the house.
The food stamps in the house.
That's what she said. And I'm like,
you ain't
if when he told me, I'm just like, if you don't get this bitch out your house before I get her out your house for you,
right?
She gotta go. Bitch, you ain't finna use my brother. I don't care. We on good or bad terms. Get out my brother's house. And I know you don't supposed to get in people beating, but get the fuck out my brother's house.
You know, I don't believe in 50-50.
I don't either.
I don't believe in 50-50 because it's not possible. But it's not possible to be 50-50 in a relationship. It's not possible. Because if we paying 50-50 of the expenses in the house, I'm trying to see when you're going to get your ass on that wash machine. I'm trying to see at what point is you going to get your ass on that stove. I'm trying to see at what point is you going to get chasing these children in this motherfucker if some of them yours. I'm trying to see at what point are you going to do all of these things that you feel as though a female is supposed to be doing? Talking about them women do this. Okay, but the male is a provider, but you want me to go 50%. Or you talking about you want a woman from the Bible. I want a man from the Bible. So don't ask me for no shit you ain't finna give.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to. They just said that was true. I don't want to go 50-50 with no man. And I'm not ashamed to say that.
I ain't going 50-50.
I done had it good to where I dated a man. He was so thoughtful. Like he just made life so easy for me. So it's just like when I date other men, I'm used to what I'm used to. So it's like when I ain't getting what I'm used to, it frustrates me. Because it's like, motherfucker, make sure you got your umbrella in your car. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Like thinking for me. Or don't drive Sunday when you get out of church, bring your car straight on so I can watch in the vacuum. He and leave probably $100 or $2 in the cup holder for lunch for the week. Don't cook none today. I'm buy you and your children something. I know you're probably tired. He thought for me. Exactly. Like he made the world easier for me.
Right. Now that right there, people, that's what I mean about I'm not going 50-50 because you're not gonna go 50-50 with me. See that right there, what you talking about? That's some 50-50 shit. When I worked hard that day, or when I gotta go to the gas station, or I gotta go. Some men, I have had a man tell me, well, you ain't tell me your car was what? Low on gas.
Ooh, I
ain't tell you my car was low on gas.
Bitch, you know this car need gas to move.
Oh, okay, but you know what? I ain't saying that when he was like, you ain't tell me you ain't had no gas. Oh, I ain't tell you. But then when you want some ass, I tell you like, no, the ass off.
You really ain't gonna give me none? No.
This how we acting? Yeah. Why you acting like that? I ain't tell you I was gonna give you some ass. Like you ain't tell. Like I need to tell you I need some gas in my car.
I know nobody's not perfect, but it just, if you're used to that man and somebody coming halfway or not up to that standard you had, it makes it difficult. And then it may seem like you nagging, or you trying to find somebody perfect. It's not that. It's just, I'm just used to what I'm used to. Because even the guy before him, I never used to take my own car to the car wash. Like, men wouldn't let me wash my own car.
You know, this is what I tell anybody. I tell this to men. Every man that I have dated, I met that motherfucker at the gas station. If you want your bitch stole, let her go to the gas station.
Because they animals.
If you want your bitch stole, I met your dad at school. A date. I mean, who? That's I. You don't let me say it. Be quiet. So every man that I've no, I met. Okay, since he want to put it like that, because my personal, I had a relationship to him. I said, man, I ever dated a dating, and no, that's not the same.
That's different.
That's different. That's not the same. That's not the same. That's
Dating is dating. I'm not really.
huh? Yeah, that's not a relationship. You dating. You know what date? What's the definition
I'm just
of dating?
dealing with you. I ain't married to you. But if y'all got an understanding, that's different. But dating is.
Do you know what the definition of dating?
If we're not in a relationship, technically I can do what I want to do. But
Exactly.
if we got to understand it, then it's differently. But if we ain't got to understand it, you can't really.
Dating an established.
She put out the Google. But I have dated men that made life a little more easier for me. So I was very, what you call it, submissive to them. I don't mind being submissive, but I ain't gonna shut up. Yeah, I'm submissive. Look,
exactly. Okay, so look at him. He was Da Vinci was standing there to get the definition of a date. Dating typically refers to the process of meeting and getting to know someone romantically. It can include casual outings or activities, and it may not necessarily imply exclusivity. So that's dating.
So you can't be faithful to nobody. You just learn their goddamn favorite color, purple.
Every man that I've ever dated, I met them at the gas station. When I tell you I have met some eligibles, that goddamn gas station. You want your bitch stole? Let her go to the gas station. She can get stole from that gas station. Do you know I have met men at the gas station that have I've met more men to pay for the tank of gas than I done probably paid for gas my damn self. Yes, because they were. You could go to that gas station, you stand at that pump, and I done seen somebody like, damn, baby, he got you at the gas station. And then all you gotta do is roll your eyes, like, damn, it's like that. So I mean, I'm pumping gas. Oh, well, let me handle that for you. They gonna get that gas.
Act like you don't see them. Here they come.
Right. Hey, how you doing? You ain't never met nobody at the gas station? Oh man, when you at the gas station, 9 times out of 10, you either have on your work clothes or you're going out somewhere and you're looking nice. So you are in the two best.
Technically, you are.
Your best forms. You are looking very nice, or you showing that you have a job.
Yes. Why you shaking your head?
Yeah. Because you already got your gas. I said, are you a woman? Okay, then. So, yeah. Okay.
How y'all feel about women dating men half her age? You know how a lot of men get it tough or hard out here, a lot of criticism because they feel like, why you dating that young ass girl? You too old. You don't have to be that girl dad. Or do you feel like the same standard should be set for a woman? Because some women, what you want to tell me?
Lead them, boy. Okay, I feel this is what I feel. In a relationship, age doesn't matter because I have met younger men that's more mature than older women, older men. I because and it's vice.
What if she 45? What if he 45 and she 21?
If that's what he chooses, if that's what he like, I've seen some. I've been around some young girls. Like I know a younger girl to be. She got a podcast on here. When I first met her, she's young. Meech. She is that girl right there.
She is with Meech.
Yeah, she is beyond her time. She don't wait on nobody to do shit for her. She takes care of her own kids. She handle her business. She been about her business for a long time.
You like older women? You fuck with cougars?
But why you? Okay, you know what? That's disrespectful. I don't know if nobody ever said that to anybody. Okay, but all women don't call themselves cougars. That is
I
disrespect.
definitely don't.
That's disrespectful as hell to call somebody a cougar.
The name sound crazy.
It's disrespect. It's disrespect. In my terms, for someone to call me a cougar is disrespect. Forgot to be fine.
Looks very important to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks.
What about you?
It looks important to me. I have dated some of the ugliest people they say. I would do a 7. But you don't know. This to me, it's hygiene first for me. Hygiene has to be top tier. You have to have good hygiene. Number one, hygiene is important.
Washing
you have
face.
the good hygiene.
Dirty fingernails on like that.
That's poor hygiene to me. You have to have good hygiene. That's number one.
White
and
teeth.
Number two, I need your motherfucking mouth to be together. You know, everybody mama them buy braces. And as you get older, and as you
I agree, I bought my house.
right. As you get older, your teeth shift, and you know they don't do. That's why you see people in their 40s and 50s with braces. Because you know your teeth shift. Some people get teeth removed and stuff like that. So my hard no is I don't top hygiene is
everything.
It's everything to me. Then your mouth has to be together. Because when they see your face, they can see you, they gonna smell you. And then when they look in your mouth, it says a lot about you.
That's why I understand how some people don't smell themselves. Because they say you can smell your own self
you
before
can't.
anybody else can smell you.
Girl, when I be out there cutting grass, I'd be like, damn, I'm so fucking sweaty. I don't know. I can't even stand for that shit under my neck, for my neck to be sweaty. I'd be ready to pass out.
Take 2-3 showers a day.
All right, I don't see that. So yeah. So what's important to you? I dated some people that they was like, God, I dated a dude. He was the best. I mean, he was one of the best men I have known. He's an amazing person.
Well, yeah. He married or not?
Yeah, he married now.
Oh, okay.
He's married now. And
I'm gonna say you trying to spin the block, cause
no. I actually know his. I know his wife.
Okay.
I know his wife. He has a great wife. And his wife actually knew when we were dating. He has a great wife. He's a great person. He got a person that he deserved. People was like, damn, how you talk that? He is actually one of the, and I hear people say like that motherfucker low down, but that's not him as well. He is one of the most amazing males that I have run across.
This is up.
I can honestly say he knows how to treat a woman. He's great. He's good. I have, and I know this is crazy to say, but I have street men that's like entrepreneur street guys. The street guys that I have dated by far are 100 to 1 better men to me than the ones that work. And
that's crazy, and I can agree with it.
Yes, because the men that work, they have some type of entitlement. They feel as though since they got a job, or you supposed to kiss their ass.
Let me tell you something. I'm looking at this camera when I say, I don't give a fuck how much money you make. You don't tell me what to do, and you don't control me. And I ain't entitled to shit.
Right. So
I'm gonna do what I want.
And they want that king treatment. I've told a bunch of them, how the fuck you gonna expect king treatment and you ain't doing king shit? Girl, how you want king treatment and you ain't doing king shit?
Man,
I'm not finna give you king treatment and you ain't doing king shit. I will give you And I know this hard to believe. And I've dated some people, and people be like, "Man, she's so sweet," and we was like, "Man, that motherfucker say he was sweet. You don't know me." Well, he didn't bring out the motherfucker you brought out.
Oh my God,
See,
talk your
it's
shit.
a different. You pick the version of me that you choose to do. You have in every relationship. You pick the version of me that you get. Your actions.
If I don't feel like you treat me
Oh yeah,
how I know I could be treated or what I'm used to, I'm not finna treat you like no king. You
exactly.
give me half ass, I'm giving you half ass. You
Exactly.
give me bare minimum, I'm giving you bare minimum. But when you treat me how I feel like I deserve all the way around,
Yeah. If you
I'm a whole different person. So what you get from me is how you treat me. I'm gonna
exactly.
just say that. But you can't expect for nobody to cook your ass steak and you deserve a chili dog without the bread.
Wait a minute. Now this is the shit that's crazy right here. I dated somebody that constantly said, "I'm a good nigga." I ain't never seen no good nigga have to say he no good nigga. I have never seen a good man say he was a good man. I had to tell my son that. He said, "I'm a good man." I said, "You don't you say that."
It
You
gonna
let
speak for itself.
He said, "Well, girl say it all the time." I said, "You don't say it because no good man has to say that they're a good man. It shows." I've never seen a good man say, be right here talking about, "I'm a good man." That shit don't work. You
I
don't have to
feel
do
like
all
it's
that.
that when you a daddy. If you know you're a good daddy, you don't have to brag about it. It's gonna speak for itself.
As that, you can look at the children. You want to tell how you know you got with the man you got you a good man. People say this crazy. It's how they treat their mama.
Mm,
I done seen some men. I dated somebody who treated their motherfucking mama horrible.
me too.
And I knew what the fuck I had. But you know how first of all you gotta be. I said, "Bitch, you got to go. I don't stand a chance. If you treat it." I done seen some men handle their mama due to the circumstance a certain type of way or what the mama may be going through in life. I done seen them
Fucked up.
handle them a certain kind of way, but I done seen them be ready to blow the whole city down about her.
Yes.
Like drug people, I've dated guys whose mothers have been on drugs and stuff like that, and you will see them talking to their mama fucked up and all that other stuff. But then after you step back, he got to handle her like that because she in the streets. He got to put certain type of way to to handle her so that she won't be doing certain stuff. And I done got the phone call, man. They beat your mama up, but he went down there and hey, turned it loose.
Treat her like shit, but don't play about her.
Right.
How I knew I had to get out of this one relationship when I heard him call his mama. He was like, what he said? He was like a pussy ass motherfucker.
Oh,
And I was like,
no.
I didn't make sure I ain't got no wax about you. This bitch just called his mama a pussy.
Right.
Hoe ass bitch, nothing ass. I was like,
What?
I ain't no people shit talk to their damn mama like that.
Who finna talk, baby?
That's when I knew then this man don't give a fuck about me. Look how he treat his mom.
Right. One thing I hate, if I see a nigga lie to his mama, you know what? I can see parents have. I can see people have bad relationship with their parents based on how because everybody human. But it's hard to see a man lying. If I see a man lying to his mama,
You a lot of me.
you a lot of you ain't shit. Because you got to realize you got men who mamas be on drugs.
And his mom was on drugs.
And they'll give their mama money knowing she finna buy drugs. I done seen people give their mama drugs. And the first time I saw it, I'm like, why the fuck is you giving your mama some dope, fool? That's your mama. You got to help her.
Yeah.
And he didn't say nothing to me. So I thought about it. And I apologized to him. He told me, well, why you apologizing? I said, because you giving your mama this dope because she gonna smoke it anyway, but you rather she don't get it out the streets. And he said,
I get that.
He said, now you get it. I said, you're trying to minimize being embarrassed.
Hell yeah.
I get it.
Or getting it from me and everywhere and they know it's your mama.
I said, mama do all kind of stuff to obtain the drugs. And everybody know this your mother. And just because she's your mother, they're going to do specific things because it's your mother. So I understand. I get that. I understand why. I get it. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy.
If you don't, I pay attention how a man treat their children, their mama and their grandmama. If you don't treat them right, then I think you're not for me. But a selfish man
Especially her grandma. Who the fuck
is
mistreat
not for
their
me.
grandma?
I feel like a man that's not a kid friendly or like kids, you're not for me. If I gotta ask you over and over to do stuff, you're not for me. I ain't finna tell you to put enough gas in my car. You know this damn car need gas. But y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 5, Sugar Tea and Tales. Also, my condolences do go out to both the families that happened with the Lakeshore killing. I do feel like going back, the guy that was killed, he shouldn't have been going there. Number one, because he was married, and Chin is Chin. Also, I feel like she was wrong because, if he had a key and this your man, do it outside the home, not in the home.
It was his house. She bold.
Oh, Lord, that was that man's house.
Yeah, it was that man's house. So
and some people feel like, why he crashing out about some pussy. Sometimes it's not even that, it's
the principle.
It's just the principle, like, get the fuck out of my house. And you don't know how you're going to react if something pops off. You don't know what you're going to do. Because at one time, I was like, I'll never hit nobody in my car. But I didn't try to hit 2-3 niggas with my car. So you don't know what you going to do. I didn't say it before. I never... It's a lot of shit I said I would do, but I wouldn't eat. I didn't say it before. I ain't even put my hand on no man. I didn't hit niggas with fucking soap balls, remotes, motherfucking
I've never
keys.
I've never hit a man with my car. I think I got to be the only female that ain't never attempted.
Get your ass out my way.
I ain't never attempted to hit a man with my car. I can say that I have never. I have not never. Now I have put my leg through a windshield.
Busted one.
Well, I didn't. Well, this will happen. May he rest in peace. My son's father, Anton's daddy. Girl, I had whooped Anton. My son, my child, I whooped him. When I tell you, he called and dog cussed me out. Told me don't put my hands on his motherfucking son. Baby, he got loose.
Some people don't care because you the mom. They feel like, put your hands on my motherfucking child.
I'm talking about, when I tell you, he needed his ass whooped. He needed his ass whooped. He was being bad. He needed his ass whooped. And he didn't really even get the ass whooping he should have got. But I had whooped his ass. He didn't get many, but I whooped his ass.
I can't speak for you about it.
When he came and saw me at the gas station, baby, he acted a damn fool. Then he took my motherfucking purse, y'all, out the car and took off the Ingenuck with my purse. Y'all, I was looking so cute. I had on the cat suit. I was gonna get ready to go to T's. Girl, he had cussed me out that day. He had called me at that motherfucking Crown. Give me some gas. And it was some niggas out there. But he was like, hey, you had to whoop my motherfucking baby or whatever and all this other stuff. So he wasn't talking to me. I've been good at ignoring all my life. So So I'm over there with the dude pumping the gas. He done paid for the gas. We exchanging numbers. He's still cussing about me whooping this boy. Now I know he for real because he hadn't got into it with everybody in his family about whooping him. He fell out with everybody in his family for whooping him. Nobody.
That remind me about that.
Your mama, his mama, he ain't played no fucking battle whooping him. He done pulled out pistols and everything. You not gonna fucking put your hands on him. He meant that. Girl, he had got my purse. I went over there and tried to get my purse back. Girl, he had thrown my purse in the middle of the street. God was with me. All my ID, bank cards, everything was in the middle of the street. I got my purse I had left. The next day, I got to get Anton. I'm getting Anton. He in the front of his motherfucking mama's house. I pulls up to get Anton. This bitch still cussing me out about whooping this boy ass. Girl, I guess it had just turned me into some type of monster I fixed. And when I tell you I jumped up and went to his ass, And he got in the car, and he had a Cadillac. He was talking shit out the sunroof, girl. I told him I said, bitch, I'm gonna kill your motherfucking ass. He was just, I said, he had went too far, girl. He had snatched my hair from the back, good. I thought all of it was out. He was in that damn car. I just stood on top of that Cadillac. I had on some Tommy Hilfiger boots. And I stomped my leg straight through that motherfucking windshield. And I ain't think my leg was gonna go in there, but my leg went straight through the windshield. Girl, I went right on in there.
Man, I'ma just say this. I ain't crazy, but don't push me. I'm very sweethearted, but don't push me to that level to where I don't give a damn. Once I don't care, I don't care. Once I'm at rage, I'm at rage.
Don't hit me and hide. That's how my leg got in there. I don't play that shit. Don't hit me and hide. That's the main thing right there. Don't do shit to me and go hide. And his dad was good at that. He'll do some shit and run off and go hide. One day I had one day, I don't know, I think I had whooped him. He had got in trouble or something. Girl, he had motherfucking parked in the fucking flower bed. Trying to come on there and whoop my ass by fucking with him.
Oh, it's what I said I wouldn't do. I said I wouldn't bust nobody one. I done bust somebody one before.
I ain't never bust.
But I be calm. Let me tell you something. I ain't this wild, crazy, ratchet thing, but I have done some things. But I have learned from my mistakes.
You bust the one before? Yep. I ain't never bust. Well, somebody had burnt my son's father car up, and he let everybody think that I burnt that car up. I ain't burnt no car up. Now me and him been fighting. Now, if you hit me, bitch, I'm gonna get on your ass. Now I get the fight. Now I'd have been fighting. Now he the reason why I don't play hitting me. I don't play. You're not gonna hit me. That's the only relationship that I've been in with his dad ever. Well, I done been hit by a male. I don't play that. And talking to me crazy. The last relationship I was in, that's why it's over.
I don't like that either.
You're not gonna talk to me crazy. Don't talk to me crazy. And then I warn you, I say, hey, don't do that because you ain't gonna handle it back. And when I tell you I'm going to hell, I'm talking about your dick, your mama, your children, your dog, your big toe, your dead auntie. I'm talking about everybody.
I had to ask God to forgive me for things I didn't see when I done got mad.
Good. I'll never forget one time my sister told me, you went too far. And I said, they told me that they was praying to God for the change. And I told that motherfucker, well, stop praying to God because it's obvious he ain't listening.
Okay, y'all. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 5 with Sugar Tea and Tales. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thanks for the listeners, the viewers. I'm very grateful and appreciative. Until next time, my loves.
See y'all.